I figure I'd do this with the Xbox version of the game. If you've seen the previous video where I did this, you know what I mean. Oh, I think this will make it hard to fully get monetized. Welcome back to Cartridge 64, Cartridge Gamer 64. So, as you can see, I'm doing part 2 of my Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis comparison. In this video, I'm going to focus on the controller and gameplay. Now, it's crucial to note that this is the first console to have shoulder buttons. And I guess 4 face buttons, which with my giant hands I could press 2 of them at the same time. Where the PlayStation, you could technically still do that, but there's a bit more space. Of course, you have the tried and true D-pad. Feels good. Got your power and start. Now let's get on to disclaimer. I'm not going to show first party Nintendo games because there's censorship and I don't want to get a copyright claim, so I'm going to skip over I'm going to skip over Mario World. So first we're going to do Monopoly for the SNES. While I set this up, I'm going to put the phone down. Alright. Now, honestly, this is not like the best version of Monopoly, in my personal opinion. But I'm sure someone would find enjoyment in this game where I cannot. Technically, this is cheating because this is technically a first party Nintendo game, but it's also a collaboration with the Tetris company, so licensed, but okay, I'm wrong. Licensed to Nintendo by the Tetris company, so I think it technically counts. But basically, this is like Nintendo version of a Tetris. Honestly, this one game really, to me, it convinces me the strength of the Super Nintendo. The only other launch title I have for the SNES, I just love playing this game, either to just cause mayhem or just build my own city. Now, I bought this game before owning a NES, but I said NES, SNES. I bought this mainly due to the fact that I used to have one of these plug-and-plays that had NHL 95 and Madden 95, and I used to play it a lot. Of course, the last game we're going to look here is by Kemco? Top Gear. Now, I don't know much about this game except for it's a racing game, which, honestly, the graphics are pretty good in this game. I'm just not good at it, that's all. Now, when I play in games, sometimes I don't even focus on the controller or the controls, but this one I had a hard time learning how to control it, especially since I'm not doing it right. As you can see, I'm literally just using my hand like that. Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of EA, but that slogan, EA Sports, it's in the game, that always gets me. Now, I realize I probably didn't do like a best showcase of what the console really could do, but any console with this game on it, yes. So the Super Nintendo, for me, obviously it sounds great as a console. Again, thanks to Sony. Which is weird when you think about it. That Sony had a part in Nintendo's success in the 90s. But, anyways, I'm actually shocked I didn't show more support in the Genesis, but I'm going to look at the strength or talk about the system in my, I guess, part 3. I don't know exactly if it'll be the next video, but it'll be like after this is uploaded. So, thank you guys for watching, and if you're into collecting video games or even looking for a system to play, I mean, you can't go wrong with either Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo. Honestly, I would go with what you personally think is right. If you think you should buy a SNES, go for it. Or if you want Genesis, buy the Genesis. This video is only my personal opinion, and that alone.